Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Okay, Spirit is acknowledging that one and or both of them has a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the other. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So they're trying to be optimistic and persevere. Spirit is also acknowledging that they are seeking opportunity, tapping into their creativity and seeking geniusness when it comes to the other. They're just trying to stay on their toes because it just puts a bad taste in their mouth. And Spirit is also acknowledging that this is around the solar plexus energy of choosing to be with this person, even though you know it was emotional and you was trying to withstand the tides. Okay, but it was to your own detriment because you were people pleasing. Spirit said to focus on inner calm because there's anxiety here, there's deep breathing here, there's postpartum here. And I think I've read on them before, and you guys kind of confirmed that there was a pregnancy. Not my business, not my problem. But there is compassion here as well. But it's to the detriment. Like I said before in another reading, let your boundaries be stronger than your empathy. Your boundaries should be stronger than your empathy. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging when it comes to these two, there's a pot calling the kettle black. So there's argument, there's chaos, there's debate. It is being communicated upon. I see blue, but I also see black, letting me know that these two are protected. I feel like all of us are protected. Okay. But there's hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, and introspection is needed. When it comes to this relationship, hindsight is 2020. Someone is still arguing about how they feel like they were lured out into someone's emotional abyss with all these promises only to drown in their emotional tide, in their emotional wave. Like, you know, when someone is unhealed and they bring you into an unhealed environment, you're like, wait a minute, I thought you told me that you was over this and that you were better. And now I'm taking on your same energy, which is toxic. You know, when you try to balance out with somebody, level out with somebody, if someone is vibrating high, then you too are vibrating high, right? But if they're vibrating low and you want to connect to them, then you have to go to where they are to connect with them. And then bringing them up high is not easy if they don't want to go high. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, for those who understand, you understand, right? Okay, so there's this energy of imbalance, and there's this energy of someone lowering their frequency to stay with the other. But the frequency never increased. Like, the frequency never went back up, you know? And this is it just feels like I was drowning in my emotions when I was with you. Okay, not my business, not my problem. And Spirit is saying currently it is raining cats and dogs with these two. Spirit said that there's an energy of temporary intensity surrender because this too shall pass when you release. Now, that word release makes me feel like this is a karmic relationship and there is karmic debt. Release it, learn your lesson, release it, and move on. Spirit is saying someone is sweating like a sinner in church because there's still some information that needs to come out. And it has someone feeling very guilty and remorseful. An apology is needed. Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with someone pouncing on the other because they were emotional about how they were treated and it affected their heart chakra. And I always say don't do it, but guess what? This is the realm of choice. People do what they want to do. So there's an energy of go get it, required and inspired action. Now is the time. But see, they sweating like a sinner in church because of it, because you know you shouldn't have did it. Even though it made this person feel good and others feel good, they shouldn't have did it because it just dealt their pickle. Now, when they moved like this and they did whatever they needed to do, so they feel their wishes was granted. This is a manifestation. But the thing about it is what you put out in the universe comes right back to you. It's yours. It's looking for you because you are the owner of it. And so it's going to come right back. What you put in your red wagon, you have to pull. So get ready. Okay. And Spirit said that this is why they came up short in this relationship with the wilted flower equals wilted love for me. And it was communicated upon. And we see the heart chakra getting stepped on here. So there is an imbalance in the area of love when it came to these two. Not just passionate love, but love for self and love for one another. Does that make sense? There's arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty. Modesty is needed. Okay, so let's see what ancestors say in regards to Brooklyn Frost and Jaycinco. Thank you, Spirit. We do have the star card in reverse. It says spiritual rebirth. Okay, Spirit says, things seem hopeless, but don't lose faith. Hold on. You are overwhelmed. Hold on. It feels like you are being tested. Hold on. You feel uninspired and disconnected. Hold on. It will get better. You will get better. Self-care at this moment is a necessity for healing, not for indulgence. Take care of you. And that is the message to both of them. Just take care of yourself. Don't even worry about the other person, okay? Spirit said, not today, not tomorrow. Please don't do it. All right. Spirit is acknowledging with these two, there was an energy of mind games. There was an energy of a sacred bond. Uh-oh. Now that makes me feel like brouhaha. That makes me feel like love spell. That makes me feel like wanting to control someone, wanting to own someone, wanting to possess someone, wanting to have someone and not wanting to release them. Spirit is also acknowledging that there is new love for one and or both of these people. Okay. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is saying that there's an energy of one or both of them being imperfect because this was the wrong person. There was also some cheating going on in this relationship, sending them love and light. Okay. Not my business, not my problem. Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. Remember, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Okay. So Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost. 32 flavors. So somebody was just, they had a taste for a lot of things and you couldn't satisfy their taste. It was okay. That's the nicest way I can say it. And there's decisions and choices that needed to be made when it came to these two. And there was love, money, traveling, home. There was a lot of things that were being weighed. It's almost like with the Seven of Cups. There was a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, a lot of manifestations, and they needed to choose what they wanted in life. Was it you or was it that? Okay. But Spirit is also acknowledging that there was seduction in the middle of the deck where we can't see. And someone was getting a groove on, getting a groove back. And they felt stability with someone else. It just feels like this is a divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys talked about marriage and or not, but the divine masculine is looking for his wife. And there was too much going on in y'all's relationship. It just feels like there's somebody else for him per se. Not saying that she's not going to find somebody, but it just seems like there's somebody else for him. There's a true, the divine masculine is seeking a bride. I don't know what's going on with that. Not my business, not my problem. All right, so Spirit, Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost, current energy. Thank you, Spirit. So there's an energy of, again, cheating. He had her and her. Okay, not my business. Spirit is also acknowledging brouhaha. There was some form of manifestation and or love spell to keep the other one, to control the other one, to have the other one. And the thing about these things are this. It works for a little bit of time and then you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Okay, not my business, not my problem. And now you're spending magical moments alone. Somebody will have the last laugh, be that him or her. And the pleading man might have begged to come back, but guess what? There was no sorry allowed after that, and Spirit said fuck love. Fuck love is the aftermath. Okay, not my business, not my problem. Sending them both love and light. So what's the current energy for Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost? Okay, Spirit said it's in the middle of the deck. All right, when it comes to Brooklyn Frost, she does have a lot of ancestors around her. She has a strong ancestral team with 54 in reverse to Chief. This is how he currently feels about her. Oversight, inattentive, controlling, following others, under the control of another, ignoring the facts. Okay? All right. And how does Brooklyn Frost currently see Jaycinco? Thank you, Spirit. She sees him as the selfie in reverse. Passion in reverse, losing passion, no longer passionately connected to this individual. There's no kind of like romantic love for this individual. Filtered, thirst trap, vanity, attention seeking, distraction, self-sabotaging, selfie-related accident, selfie obsession, self-hatred, self-esteem issues, terrible memories of him, missing out. Okay, terrible memories. All right, moving in love and light, Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Spirit is acknowledging with the Knight of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords, selfishness, ruthlessness, deviousness, premeditated malice, someone who is overly cautious. Oh my goodness. This did not end well. And it doesn't seem like these two should get back together, if at all. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging with the Queen of Cups in reverse, very emotional, water sign energy attached. When it comes to these two, there's an energy of fickleness, vanity, gullibility. Those who sacrifice themselves unnecessarily for others. Again, trying to people please the other, to your own detriment. Okay. And then Spirit is acknowledging with the High Priestess, again, water sign energy, could be a water sign or could just be emotional. But in the middle of the deck, what we're not seeing is there's a misuse of intuition. So you're not using your intuition when you're with this energy. There's also an energy of acting on a bias or prejudice level, manipulativeness, and a lack of emotional control. Okay. All right, what's next for Jaycinco and Brooklyn Frost? Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. Someone starting over, someone just beginning a new journey, someone saying now, like right now. Again, it doesn't look like these two are going to be getting back together anytime soon, and they shouldn't. This is just what Spirit is acknowledging. Current energy, that they are star-crossed lovers. This is a karmic relationship, karmic debt. Learn a lesson and move on. Break the contract. Freedom, originality, adventure, travel, foolishness, carelessness, idealism, youth. Spontaneity, lack of commitment, and starting over, new beginnings. With the Hermit card, there's an energy of loneliness when it comes to these two moving forward. Paranoia, isolation, being reclusive, withdrawal, antisocial, restrictive, paralyzed by fear. Earth sign energy, conforming to that energy when they typically would not. This is just your combined energy because these are star-crossed lovers, okay? Spirit is also acknowledging with the Five of Swords in the middle of the deck, there will still be some form of surrender, change, walking away from the other, self-sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior, feeling like the other person is underhanded by bringing them up, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, abuse, violence, crime. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Like I say, this is a tarot card reading. Do with the information you choose. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.